Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we're diving into the exciting world of stocks as Alibaba's impressive quarterly profits have propelled Hong Kong stocks to their biggest gains in over 2 weeks, with the Hang Seng Index jumping 2%. Alibaba's stock soared a whopping 16% after a 78% profit increase, fueling optimism across the market. Plus, the overall earnings season shows most companies are experiencing modest growth, even as China's manufacturing sector remains a bit sluggish. Please continue to watch for more details. Next, we have some intriguing international business news. Eric Trump is heading to Tokyo to meet with a Japanese Bitcoin treasury company, Metaplanet, which is riding high on its crypto pivot. He's also involved with American Bitcoin, planning a Nasdaq listing soon. Meanwhile, Hong Kong faces criticism for its monolingual ticketing system at the National Games, which is seen as a setback for its international image. The lack of an English interface is causing frustration among global attendees and highlighting broader issues of inclusivity and language barriers. Stay tuned for more updates. And finally, in local news, 2 doctors at Seong Kwan O Hospital have been arrested for leaking patient data, raising serious concerns about privacy and staff misconduct. On a brighter note, Sense Time is on the fast track to profitability thanks to strategic spin-offs and government support, boosting China's AI industry. Additionally, around 170 Hong Kong schools will soon offer new language courses like Japanese, Korean, and French, supported by a generous subsidy scheme. All these stories reflect Hong Kong's dynamic and evolving landscape. Please continue to watch for more details. The South China Morning Post reports a remarkable surge in Hong Kong's stock market, driven primarily by Alibaba Group Holdings' impressive quarterly earnings that surpassed analyst expectations. Alibaba's stock soared by 16%, bolstered by a 78% jump in profits from the previous year, thanks to increased investments and asset disposals. This rally propelled the Hang Seng Index to its highest point in over 2 weeks, with a 2% increase, reflecting investor confidence in the tech giant's robust performance. Despite this positive momentum, other major Asian markets like Japan, South Korea, and Australia experienced declines, highlighting regional disparities amid ongoing economic uncertainties. Meanwhile, the overall profit growth among Hang Seng Index companies slowed significantly, suggesting a cautious outlook for the broader market despite Alibaba's standout results. The South China Morning Post also highlights the expanding footprint of the Trump family in the cryptocurrency realm, focusing on Eric Trump's upcoming attendance at a shareholder meeting for Japanese Bitcoin treasury firm Metaplanet in Tokyo. This move signifies the Trump family's deepening involvement in digital assets, with Eric Trump serving as an advisor to the company, which manages over $2 billion in Bitcoin. Metaplanet's transformation from a hotel operator to a crypto-focused enterprise has yielded extraordinary returns, with its stock soaring nearly 760% over the past year. The company plans to sell new shares to raise funds mainly for acquiring more Bitcoin, reinforcing its bullish stance on digital currencies. Donald Trump's vocal support for cryptocurrencies as a means to strengthen the US dollar and improve the banking system underscores the political and financial significance of this emerging sector, positioning the Trump family at the forefront of the crypto industry's global expansion. The South China Morning Post critiques Hong Kong's handling of the upcoming national games, exposing a glaring issue with the city's ticketing system which lacks an English-language interface. This oversight undermines Hong Kong's image as an international city that prides itself on inclusivity and global connectivity. The article condemns the government's reliance on a Chinese-only platform, which creates unnecessary barriers for international visitors and expatriates who cannot navigate Chinese-only systems easily. The problem is emblematic of broader systemic issues, including the persistent language barriers faced by ethnic minority students and residents, which hinder Hong Kong's efforts to position itself as a truly global hub. the author calls for greater awareness and action to address these shortcomings, emphasizing that even small details like multilingual support can significantly impact Hong Kong's reputation and its ability to foster a truly inclusive environment aligned with its strategic goals of national integration and international engagement. The South China Morning Post reports a troubling incident at Seongkwano Hospital where two doctors were detained for allegedly leaking sensitive patient data, including addresses and phone numbers. The hospital described this breach as staff non-compliance, involving unauthorized access and sharing of confidential information, potentially including internal documents containing additional patient details. The incident has prompted immediate action, with authorities reporting the case to the police, the Medical Council, and the Office of the Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data, emphasizing the severity of such breaches. The hospital authority reaffirmed its strict stance on professional conduct, warning that any unlawful disclosure or misuse of clinical records would be met with stringent consequences, underscoring the importance of safeguarding patient privacy and maintaining public trust in healthcare professionals. SenseTime, the Chinese AI giant, is making rapid strides toward profitability, thanks to its innovative 1+X strategy of spinning off non-core businesses and benefiting from government support. According to CEO Su Li, this approach has significantly narrowed the company's losses, with the first half of the year seeing a 50% reduction in adjusted losses and a 35.6% increase in revenue. SenseTime is actively transforming its operations into independent entities, covering sectors like automotive, healthcare, robotics, and retail, empowering its executives to seek external funding and lead their ventures. This strategic shift, coupled with Beijing's supportive policies, positions SenseTime to thrive, especially as China's government pushes for widespread adoption of AI technologies across various industries, including smart devices, autonomous vehicles, and robotics, leveraging its core strength in visual recognition technology to gain a competitive edge. In Hong Kong, a new pilot scheme aims to diversify students' linguistic skills by subsidizing secondary schools to offer additional languages such as Japanese, Korean, and French. Approved applications from around 170 schools will receive 250,000 Hong Kong dollars each to develop elective language courses for junior students over the next 2 academic years. The scheme reflects a strategic effort to enhance students' global competitiveness and cultural awareness, with Japanese emerging as the most popular choice due to its linguistic similarities to Chinese and relative affordability. Schools are encouraged to assess student interest and proficiency levels, with some already offering Japanese as an elective, citing ease of recruitment and cost-effectiveness. This initiative, launched by Chief Executive John Lee, aims to broaden educational horizons, foster international communication skills, and prepare students for a more interconnected world, with plans for a second application round to expand the program further. The South China Morning Post vividly illustrates China's rapid military advancements and the strategic significance of its national pride, as the country commemorates its World War II victory anniversary with a display of cutting-edge tanks and fighter jets. While the Chinese military has made remarkable progress in the past decade, closing the technological gap with the US, the real battleground now extends beyond hardware. The US has masterfully transformed its economic dominance, anchored in dollar hegemony and technological prowess, into a formidable weapon of economic warfare. By leveraging its control over the global financial system, the US can impose sanctions and choke points without deploying military force, effectively wielding economic power as a strategic tool. The article highlights how this weaponization has evolved from targeted sanctions to complex, unilateral measures that threaten countries like China and Russia, aiming to weaken their economies and prevent challenges to US dominance. Despite Russia's economy bouncing back post-sanctions, China's reliance on international trade and the dollar system makes it vulnerable, even as Beijing explores alternatives like digital yuan and stable coins to reduce dependency. The U.S.'s recent moves, especially under Trump's administration, have intensified the weaponization of the financial system, transforming economic tools into strategic weapons with the ultimate goal of curbing China's rise and maintaining global hegemony. The South China Morning Post reports on Coleman Wong's historic tennis run at the U.S. Open, capturing the imagination of Hong Kong and inspiring hope for future success. Wong's journey to the third round marked a series of firsts for a Hong Kong player, including his first experience in a Grand Slam main draw and a hard-fought 5-set battle against world number 15 Andrei Rublev. His performance was a confidence booster, demonstrating resilience and tactical growth, as he navigated the intense atmosphere of Flushing Meadows alongside tennis legends like Djokovic and Alcaraz. Wong's victory over two top 100 players and his near upset of Rublev have elevated his ranking and affirmed his potential, fueling his ambition to break into the top 100. As Hong Kong prepares for the Davis Cup match against Uzbekistan, Wong's inspiring performance underscores the importance of perseverance and self-belief, with the young athlete eager to leverage his momentum and lead the city's tennis ambitions forward. His story exemplifies how dedication and resilience on the global stage can elevate a small player into a symbol of national pride and sporting excellence. The SCMP opinion piece raises concerns about the erosion of the U.S. Federal Reserve's independence and its implications for Hong Kong's financial stability. The ongoing political controversy, exemplified by Trump's unprecedented threats to fire Fed officials, threatens to undermine the norms that safeguard the Fed's autonomy, risking unpredictable monetary policy. For Hong Kong, which pegs its dollar to the U.S. currency, any manipulation or instability in U.S. monetary policy could have immediate repercussions, including volatile exchange rates and market uncertainty. The potential for a politically motivated shift in U.S. interest rates, possibly influenced by Trump's desire for looser monetary policy, poses a long-term threat to Hong Kong's financial stability. The article warns that undermining the Fed's independence could trigger chaos in global markets, especially in a city heavily reliant on U.S. monetary policy for economic stability. The situation underscores the fragile link between U.S. political dynamics and Hong Kong's economic security, emphasizing the need for predictable and independent U.S. monetary policy to ensure Hong Kong's continued financial resilience amid geopolitical tensions. The SCMP opinion highlights the alarming loopholes in Hong Kong's public procurement system, especially in light of recent scandals involving fraud and substandard materials. A case involving a 52.9 million Hong Kong dollars bottled water contract exposed how fraudulent documents can infiltrate government projects, raising questions about the effectiveness of gatekeeping measures. Similarly, a suspected fraud at the Tung Chung East Station's construction site reveals how subcontracting practices and multiple layers of communication can be exploited, with counterfeit bricks being used instead of the specified German-made Weitong bricks. Despite assurances from the MTR Corporation that contractors are responsible for supervising subcontractors, the irregularities only came to light through media scrutiny, underscoring the urgent need for stronger oversight and accountability within public sector procurement processes to prevent such abuses from recurring. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports on the burgeoning Australian avocado industry, emphasizing its expanding domestic demand and the promising potential of exporting to China. With domestic consumption doubling over the past decade, the industry is eyeing China as a major future market, given its current import volume of around 70,000 tons and a strong appetite for Australian avocados. Industry leaders highlight that negotiations on phytosanitary protocols with Chinese authorities are crucial for market access, with pre-purchase agreements already signaling significant growth opportunities, such as a $300 million import commitment from Shanghai markets. The industry's focus on regions like North Queensland, particularly the Atherton Tablelands, aligns with the goal of increasing exports from 15% to 35% of the total crop, aiming to meet rising global demand and capitalize on the proximity to export hubs. The Globe and Mail presents a personal narrative of Jairam, a 32-year-old immigrant from India living in Toronto, whose financial stability is challenged by market uncertainties and tariffs. Despite a solid income of around $150,000 and disciplined savings, Jairam experiences anxiety over market volatility, especially after U.S. tariffs wiped out recent gains. His meticulous financial tracking reflects a cautious approach, with significant monthly investments and a focus on building a secure future. Yet, the unpredictable nature of global markets fuels his doubts about whether his current strategy is optimal. Living alone in a busy city, Jairam navigates cultural adjustments and the emotional toll of market instability, illustrating the broader struggles faced by new immigrants balancing financial planning amid economic uncertainties. South China Morning Post vividly captures the glamour and complexity of the Miss Hong Kong 2025 pageant, where Stacy Chan, a 26-year-old rhythmic gymnast and Columbia University PhD student, emerged victorious amidst a glittering celebration at TVB City. Her journey is a compelling blend of athletic prowess, academic achievement, and heartfelt dedication to social causes, notably advocating for fair educational opportunities for Hong Kong's children. The event, steeped in history and prestige, showcased a diverse array of finalists who navigated segments like swimsuit showcases, talent performances, and Q&A rounds, reflecting the pageant's enduring influence in shaping regional stars like Maggie Cheung and Michelle Reese. Despite the allure of glamour, the competition also highlighted the real-world struggles faced by contestants, with notable withdrawals due to conflicts with legal careers and public roles, prompting discussions on the responsibilities of public figures in Hong Kong's social fabric. The South China Morning Post also brings to life the vibrant return of the Hong Kong Watch and Clock Fair, a pivotal event that underscores Hong Kong's ongoing influence in the global luxury watch industry. Under the theme Our Time, Our Moments, the fair, held at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, unites international luxury brands, innovative independent watchmakers, and industry experts in a celebration of craftsmanship, technology, and sustainability. Exhibitors like Sunrex, a Hong Kong-based brand emphasizing solar-powered, vintage-inspired designs, exemplify the creative spirit thriving within the independent watchmaking scene. The event fosters not only showcasing and trading but also vital industry discussions on global trade resilience and eco-friendly trends, with forums and seminars connecting seasoned professionals and newcomers alike. For online influencers like Sif Luck, the fair offers a crucial bridge from digital to physical engagement, emphasizing the importance of face-to-face trust building and the enduring relevance of in-person interactions in an increasingly virtual world. The South China Morning Post details a sobering crackdown on drug trafficking in Hong Kong, where a massive operation named Tailbacker resulted in over 400 arrests, including a 13-year-old boy suspected of trafficking capsules containing etomidate, also known as space oil. The operation uncovered a staggering 170 million Hong Kong dollars worth of seized drugs, including cocaine, cannabis, heroin, and methamphetamine, revealing the alarming extent of youth involvement in illicit activities. Authorities express grave concern over the exploitation of young people, with traffickers luring minors with minimal rewards while attempting to evade legal consequences. The government's intensified efforts focus on combating the rising popularity of etomidate among youth, emphasizing the severe health risks associated with the drug's zombie-like symptoms and the harsh penalties under Hong Kong law. The police pledge ongoing, intelligence-driven enforcement to protect the community, especially during major holidays, and encourage public vigilance through dedicated hotlines and reporting channels. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. we encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6do Brief via email.
News breaks, buzz the ground, stories spin, walls come down, voices merge in the sound, faces mix in the crowd, broadcasters paint the scene, world events on our screen, every link a different theme, words collide in the stream, 6 degrees connect the dots, background stories more than us. Hear the voices rise aloud, truth unveils in every spot, cultures clash across the globe, spin the threads in a strobe, every story wears a robe, truth and lies in their code, journalists dig real deep, secrets out, they don't sleep, every angle they will keep. In the news we take a leap, new perspectives day by day, hidden truths come to play, in the background shades of gray, every story finds its way. New perspectives day by day.